What's up, everybody? Welcome to VGU.TV's PlayStation podcast, The DualShock Show, where greatness awaits. I'm one of your hosts, Matt Mobley, alongside Alan Muir.
Everything's coming up Millhouse. And suck it, Tom, you're not here.
There he is. And special guest stars, Josh Mobley and Nate Gamer.
Yeah, I have Barnum's Animal Crackers.
Me too.
Are you just saying that?
Nope. I've got probably
trying
more...
to get a promotion? No.
I've probably got more animal crackers than you can conceive of, and they're frosted with sprinkles.
Whoa, I don't like those ones. I got the ones that look like, you know, the box with the circus. That's how I roll. I carry my animal crackers everywhere I go. Yeah, right, man. I love animal crackers.
Before we start the show proper, we have a couple of
made of real animals.
Jesus. First of all, I don't know if you guys realize this, but Grand Theft Auto is less than 3 weeks away. Ah! Nate Gamer, because this doesn't apply to Josh at all, because he's not getting it. Nate Gamer, are you getting it?
Yes, absolutely.
You're getting it on PlayStation?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's the only way to go.
I'm getting it on Virtual Boy, the superior machine.
Get out. You know what you should do is sign up on that social club. You probably already have. And then find me, Mattman310, and I'll probably put you in our VGU crew.
And what is the name of that crew again?
Vengeance Guides Us, courtesy of Alan Muir over here.
Hell yeah.
Doesn't sound very
That's
Christian.
Right.
You should do that.
Hey, we still don't know if we're operating this gang style or mob style.
We're figuring it out.
You should figure that out. Dude, okay, so I just have to bring this up because it's hilarious. I was so confused until I got to the end. But there's like this album somebody put on Reddit, and it says game design and it's finance. There's all these pictures of buildings, and there's no furniture in them, and you're like, what the hell is it like? And then when you go to the bottom, there's a picture of in game, and there's two newspapers, and one of them says, "Where is my furniture?" And then the second newspaper says, "Mysterious disappearance of all furniture." Oh my god, that's hilarious.
That's awesome. We also have two other announcements. Our very own Josh Mobley is going to be is in a trial run, you could say, for PlayStation Universe right now.
Yeah,
which means that this could be his last DualShock appearance.
Maybe.
We'll see.
I don't know yet.
Also,
I've only ever been on the show like one time ever, so.
Right now you're in a trial run. Look for his articles. He's got a review coming out soon that we can't really talk about. So, but when we can, I'll let you know what it is, and you can go look for it. You also said that
you'll know Monday because that's when it goes up. So.
Okay, so keep an eye on PSU.
Yeah.
And he might be. You said you might be on their podcast, so
Yes.
Keep an ear out as well.
And try to throw us some references.
Some love. Some listeners.
References. You know where you should go. No, I'm not gonna do that.
You know,
not on the podcast.
To another site.
Because come on, we need the hits.
One last announcement. Last week, I mentioned that not last week because we had our show on Monday, so kind of last week, but not really. I mentioned that I was going to find out the gender of my baby this week, and we found out that it's a little girl. So.
Aww. Do you have a name picked out yet, Nat?
Not yet.
Wow, it's a girl.
Well, I mean, kind of, but my girlfriend is not prepared to share it yet. So, as a courtesy to her, I'm not going to share it as well. Josh knows what it is.
Yeah. Well, I've
Josh,
heard it before. Well, I'm not going to say if his girlfriend doesn't want me to say it.
Yes. Not yet. But that's it for the announcements. Now we're going to start the show like we always do with a little segment called What Have You Been Playing? Josh, what have you been playing on the PlayStations this week?
I started Dokuro. I don't know if you guys even remember what that is, but it's like
we got it for free like a few weeks ago, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, and I forgot about it, and then I booted up my Vita for like the first time in a while, and realized that it was like installed, and I'm like, oh, okay, might as well play it, and it's cool actually. I like it. It's like a really simple kind of puzzle platformer where everything's kind of everything looks like it's made out of chalk, and you actually can like draw lines between stuff, and you're like this little skeleton dude. You're very tiny, and you're escorting a princess out of this castle where I guess she's being held captive. You're like one of the minions gone rogue, basically. You're like, I like this princess. I don't want to see her here. So you're like helping her out. And you're like really weak too, see that you fend off all the little other minions and stuff, but it's kind of adorable. But yeah, I haven't played it much. I played it for like maybe 30 minutes, but
that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. It's pretty nice. I might try and put some more time into it when I'm on the train and stuff this week.
That's what a Vita's good for.
Yeah. Also the Killzone Mercenary public beta, which I gotta say is really fun. I'm really excited about that game.
Well,
it's good because it does, like my one fear I had for it was that it was gonna feel like Uncharted Golden Abyss, and I don't know if you guys have played it, Alan. You probably have. Like the aiming is really weird in that game.
Yeah,
it feels like when you start moving, it's slow and then it picks up randomly. Like there's momentum to it. It feels tight, which feels gross. I don't like the way the aiming works in that game. I mean, I like the game, but the aiming it's not good. And my fear was that like Killzone is gonna have the same problem, and that the sticks were going to be like responsible, you know? Like, I'm like, oh, maybe the Vita's not good for shooters after all. Fears are gone because Killzone feels freaking great on it. It's like, I'm super accurate. It feels tight. Like, there's not that momentum issue. So I'm guessing Bend just had some weird, let's do the aiming this way. I don't know. It didn't work very well, but Killzone feels great. I don't think I'm really allowed to say more than that. But, I mean, it is a public beta, so you can go download it and try it yourself.
Regrettably.
There's only one game mode.
Regrettably, I have not spent a lot of time with the Vita because I don't have one. But from what I've noticed, the sticks can take some getting used to.
Well, they're so tiny.
They're very tiny. That's the problem.
Yeah, they're okay. I mean, they're way better than the weird PSP stick.
The PSP stick was
like
very
painful
strange.
to use that. Like it's not painful to use the stick.
Yeah, every time I have a PSP game, if it uses like the stick, I change the settings to use the directional pad.
Yeah, it's it was a little odd, but you know, I'm digging Killzone Mercenary. I can't wait. It's only like. It comes out the same day as GTA, so it's like 3 weeks, like you said. It's like 3 weeks away.
Yes.
Something like that.
So many games.
Oh, technically it's more like 2, because like after tomorrow.
Join that VGU crew.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I believe that's it. I haven't really been playing my PlayStation much, because I've been doing school stuff and work.
Nate Gamer. What you been up to playing? What you been playing? That's what I should say.
Well, I mean, you know I'm a huge PlayStation fan, so I've been playing a lot of Mario and Luigi Dream Team, which is excellent. I have to say, I'm sure none of you guys are playing it, so let me tell you all about it. You play as Mario and Luigi, Have any of you guys played any of the previous entries in that series?
No.
Nope.
Oh, you guys are missing out. I mean, it's...
There was this one on the NES that I tried.
What? Huh? I mean, it's started out on GBA. I think it was Superstar Saga was the first one. And the crux of the series is that you play as both Mario and Luigi at the same time. Each one is controlled with either the A button or the B button for Mario and Luigi respectively. And, it's just comedy. Like, the whole thing, it never takes itself very seriously, and the gameplay is great because it's all turn-based battles, but you still have the timing mechanism kind of thing that they introduced way back in Super Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo. And, yeah, I mean, just honestly, graphically, it's pretty impressive looking because pretty much everything in it is a sprite, but it's so well painted that it looks like it could be 3D models, but since they're sprites, they can fit a shitload of them on the screen at any given time, which works really well when they're in the dream world, because the big thing about this game is that Luigi falls asleep on these special pillows and opens up like a Technicolor portal to the dream world, and Mario jumps into it, and when Mario's in the dream world, he meets up with Dreamy Luigi, who's like Luigi's representation of himself in the dream world, and of course he's a little bit taller, a little bit more handsome.
Sounds like the most esoteric Mario game ever.
Probably is. It's very strange. And then, like, Luigi can transform into, like, a big tower of Luigi's, or he can go into the background and, like, sneeze things into the foreground.
Luigi's.
Honestly, I if you've got a 3DS, I can't recommend this game enough. But I don't want to go too much into it since this is a PlayStation podcast.
Pretty soon, you'll be able to get it for 2DS.
I thought you said pretty soon you'll be able to play it on Vita. I was like, that would be awesome, but then I thought about it.
We don't need to talk about the 2DS, do we? That's
no.
That's for the little kids.
That's goddamn ridiculous, is what it is. Anything else that you've been playing, Nate?
Oh, just a little Last of Us multiplayer here and there.
I haven't been on that in a while. I gotta try that new mode.
Yeah,
talk about soon.
The new mode's coming out soon. I'm excited because I really like multiplayer in that game.
It's very good. They patched it up. They made it a little even.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
A couple days ago, I think.
Oh, I don't think I even noticed.
Yeah.
Must have been a quick patch, because usually those things come up and you see the little loading bar and you're just like, God damn it, PlayStation.
Well, like, I got PlayStation Plus, so it just all happens, it happens overnight. So I woke up and turned it on, and it was like, Last of Us has been patch 1.03, so I was like,
probably why I didn't notice.
I was like, well, right on. Anyway, if that's all you've been playing.
Yeah, let's move on.
Alan, what you been up to this week? Notice you haven't been playing as much Saints Row 4. He's thinking.
Alan?
What?
What?
Nate's Nintendo thing put me to sleep.
Jeez.
I think I'm not lying. I really did.
Aww.
No offense, Nate. It's just the games you play.
Offense taken, sir.
Finally have him back. We missed him so, and you have to insult him.
I didn't play Saints Row 4 because I pretty much did everything. There's really nothing else for me to do in that game. So
except platinum it.
No, I can't do that.
He's like, I am not doing any part of that.
When I get it, I'm gonna try.
Maybe how about when you get it, I'll try, because there's co-op stuff in there that you got to do specific.
Right.
But since I was playing a gang-related game, I decided to play some more gang-related games.
That's how they get you.
Yeah. So I I first played Sleeping Dogs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Sleeping
Dogs.
Dogs.
Fucking great. Tom don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Tom is crazy because
Tom's fucking
like
British.
I
He doesn't know.
usually hate those kind of games. Like I'm not a fan of like Saints Row or Grand Theft Auto, but I freaking liked Sleeping Dogs a lot. So I mean, I hated the ending, but I liked the game as a whole. So I think he's nuts.
Tom's talking shit on Jackie. Jackie's fucking tight. All right.
I know, I love Jackie. At first I was like, fucking Jackie, he's really annoying. And then like 2 missions later, I'm like, you know what, I like this guy.
Jackie's a good
He's always
guy.
got my back. He's always there for me.
Yeah. Jackie's always there.
I'm still mourning Winston.
Mm-hmm.
Winston.
And his wife.
Peggy.
I mean, he was kind of an
Spoilers.
asshole, but...
Winston was kind of nice, as the game progressed.
He got
Well, at
nice.
first you're like, he's like, I'm hacking people to death with cleavers, and you're like, Jesus, and then later on you're like, oh, this guy's alright.
It's just business.
My girlfriend just looked at me like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Spoilers. But, I was really sad when I first played that, because I was like, I went shopping with her! She didn't deserve this!
I went shopping with her and her friend.
It was very sad.
I pulled a woman out of a cake cart for her.
But she wasn't a part
Oh,
of this.
I love they do not even remotely talk about that at all for the rest of the game.
Did you do some crazy stuff they don't talk about for the rest of the game?
The game's all good.
Yeah, I really love the, I prefer, it's actually the only game where I prefer to use my fists because of, Arkham Asylum / City.
It's a very good fighting style.
Yeah.
But, I played that game too.
Next up, I played Mafia 2.
Platinum that game too.
Jesus.
Enjoy it
The game
while
was
you
good.
can, Matt. You got a kid coming soon. You're not going to be able to platinum all these games.
I won't be able to. Good thing
You know,
I
can't
managed.
platinum your child.
I'm glad I managed to make it to 20. That's a nice round number for platinums. So.
You're like James. He's like, I don't want any more states. 50 is fine.
So if I get more, that'll be good. It's just I hate the number 9. So it's always teetering on the precipice of an even 10. And I hate the number 9. So I'm glad that I got an even 20.
Then you're going to have to set it up so that you get 2 platinums at the same time.
Exactly. Anyway, Alan, we're
Yes.
talking over you. Please go on.
As you usually do.
Always.
Last time I played it was around the time it first came out on Xbox,
It's good.
and I still forgot that whole prison thing happened.
Don't drop the soap.
Oh yeah, that did happen. Totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
That was fucked up.
How
Everybody's
could?
showering in their boxers and shit.
Thank God they did that.
They got swinging dicks everywhere.
Well, looks like this episode won't be clean either.
Nope. It
They're
never
never
is.
clean, dude. You can't make a podcast that's clean. It doesn't work.
Nope. We're
Unless
all
you're
in
unless you're a hardcore Christian gamer podcast and everybody else believes the same thing you do. You're never gonna have a clean podcast.
Christcast.
Christcast. I'm sure that exists.
Pod Christ.
What's new with Christ today?
No, still dead.
He's still dead. There is a podcast called Christcast, by the way.
Go on, Alan.
I then moved on. I haven't finished either, but I really want to move on to this next game because I just ordered it on the fly. That game, Yakuza Dead Souls.
I never played it. I think I played like Yakuza 3 or 4 demo. I can't remember which. But I liked what I played. I just never, actually got the game. So
I played some of Yakuza 4, and I had no idea what was happening. And I was like, well, Gamefly, looks like you're taking this back.
Jeez. He just sat back, crossed his arms, and said, I get it.
I didn't get it, that's the problem. Because they're like referencing all this stuff that like I didn't even know the series Yakuza existed until somebody was like, Yakuza 4 is really good. And I'm like, 4? What are you...
Who?
Who? What?
Yeah, and
it.
I'm still pretty sure Yakuza 1 and 2 haven't been released in America yet.
So, you only get half the story.
So you'll never know what's happening. all the Yakuza fans in the U.S. are like, where am I? What the hell is happening?
So it starts off like a normalish day in the Yakuza verse.
You're gonna say a normal Yakuza game.
You're walking through the street, then some Yakuza guys get attacked by some zombies.
You're like, hold on. What's going on?
And then
what's this game about?
You run down to the subway tunnel because that's a good idea. And you you're right at a dead end, and as you turn around, there's at least 6 of them. You take them all out, and you walk out. Whole group of people there. Nobody did a single thing.
Just hanging out. Like, he's got it. He can handle it.
But I was a little disappointed because I expected it to be it's pretty much a third-person shooter, but the aiming system is very Resident Evil up to 5.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's pretty much tank control.
So really, like up to 4.
I'm pretty sure. Didn't they have tank control in 5?
Well, did it have like fixed camera angles?
No.
Alright. Oh, okay, so then like, can you not move and shoot?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, just
so
have
then
this.
so then it's up. It's up to 5 because 4 and 5 you couldn't move and shoot. 6 you could though.
Innovation.
I still
Only like 5 years late.
I still stand by my like. I don't remember what I gave it, but I gave it a pretty good score. I think I gave it like an 8.5. I still stand by it.
6?
Yes.
I didn't like that game. I didn't play much of it though.
I enjoyed it.
But I'm in the camp that says Resident Evil has totally lost its way.
Well,
me too. I liked it when I was a young young whippersnapper. Now I'm like, meh, I just don't care.
Back when you were a old Josh Jr.
Old Josh Jr. I was like a midget old person. Like, yeah, this Resident Evil 0 is a really good game, and then
Resident Evil 0 is like clusterfuck. Like
my girlfriend's laughing her ass off at me.
Resident Evil 0 is a fucking clusterfuck. It's just like abandons everything that you knew.
Mm-hmm.
It's like okay, so we only have like these 6 spaces in our inventory, but instead of item boxes, we're just gonna fucking drop them wherever we leave them. And there are 2 people, and you gotta protect them both. And you can run together, or you can run separate, but, sometimes you gotta run separately so that you can solve puzzles, but then the other one might get attacked, and man, you get fucked if both of them are getting attacked at the same time.
Yeah, Resident Evil 0 was hard, but I liked it.
It was very good, though.
I liked it.
Very weird, though.
Yeah, it was a little weird. They added the slugs in all of a sudden. You're like, isn't this a prequel? Like, didn't this happen before the first one? Why is this happening?
Yeah.
Suddenly the GVZ whatever virus is like in slug form. before it was a gas. You're like, that's cool. Sure.
Oh, Alan, did you see that Tom says, I'm here?
Oh, yeah, he ain't getting in. It's too late.
It's too late. It's too late for you. Anyway, moving along. Alan, what else have you been playing?
Well, I didn't even get to finish explaining Yakuza Dead Souls, because you just jumped in and started talking about Resident Evil.
Sorry.
Yeah, fool. I don't know.
This is how we operate.
I mean, what else is there to know about Yakuza Dead Souls?
There's a lot of zombies, and you're just like, what's going on?
Yeah, the mafia, the zombies, there's the guns, you kill
You're
the
like,
zombies.
sure, why not?
I was like, I had this whole spiel planned out.
Japanese games are crazy enough. Just whatever.
The big dance scene at the end where all the Yakuza are just getting down with the zombies and...
Is this for real?
No.
No,
I was like,
made that up.
I was like, if so, I might have to like stomach through this.
Just to see.
That dancing part, though,
Could just YouTube it.
is, something like that is the ending for Saints Row 4.
Oh, wow.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Spoilers, Johnny Gat cannot dance for his life.
That's why he dies again.
They fucking he did the Seinfeld the thumb things, the little kicks.
Mm.
I was in the pool.
And then he just goes punches the camera guy.
Ha. Typical Gat.
But yeah, that's been it. Because I don't want to take a lot of time like I did last week.
Yeah, you talked about Saints Row 4 for an hour. So speaking of Saints Row, I did go back to Saints Row 2, and I'm actually enjoying it this time. I think what it was the first couple of times is I was just like, I gotta earn respect to play missions. Fuck this.
Where in the game are you?
I'm just doing like various like missions for like gangs and whatnot. I made Donnie destroy some Brotherhood vans. I did something with the Sons of Samedi. I don't remember. I've only done one Ronin mission, so I'm shit.
It's
well,
good.
You know, I mean,
it's okay. You get to kill Neil Patrick Harris later.
Well, shit.
Every man's dream.
All right.
There's also a great way to make money without having to do a single thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's you just beat the crap out of parking meters.
That's true.
Money
You can
just
do that in real life and make tons of money.
You can do that in Saints Row, or not Saints Row. I'm sorry. We're already talking about that. Sleeping Dogs. So you can run over parking meters to get a little bit of money.
Yeah, except you can't actually like attack
hit
them.
it.
You could actually rip one out, and then just start taking the rest of them out. Really good way to make money.
Alright.
Alright. There you go. I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah.
I also finished BioShock. Again. The first one.
Yeah. Terrible ending.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I mean, I love the game. I just think the ending's horrible.
You don't like the ending of the first BioShock?
Not really.
Do you, Matt?
Good
Don't get me
ending?
wrong, man. Like,
I
it's
like
one
the
of my
good
favorite games ever. I've beat it like 5 times. I just don't like the ending.
I like the good ending. Well, I mean,
I
are
don't
you
even
talking
like
about
the good ending.
Are you talking about like the actual ending or
No,
like
I don't like
the whole
either.
boss fight?
That's what I'm saying. Well, I don't like the boss fight either.
The boss fight is kind of cheap, but I mean,
I think after the twist, it like deteriorates.
it does kind of like I don't know,
Lose steam.
Kind of winds down and lose steam, but I kind of like the ending. I think it's nice. What did he want? A family.
It's also hard to kind of like when you play the second one. It's hard to you're kind of like, well, what ending mattered, or did that ending even matter? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because in 2, were there like a bunch of endings?
There's like
they were basically 6 variations of the same fucking ending.
Yeah, pretty much. Depending on like who you killed, like what karmatic choices you made, stuff like that. Yeah. I always should get the best ending anyway, because I've never played that game like bad. So
yeah,
or I've never.
I mean, I guess you could kill those people. I did kill a couple of people the first time I played, but
I didn't kill anybody.
I did, because I mean, spoilers. Like, I didn't mean to kill Stanley Poole. I never killed Grace, because like fuck that. I mean, she's cool. But I didn't mean to kill Stanley Poole, but like security was on my ass, and he just got killed in the crossfire.
He's like, "Thank you for saving Bull."
and then you know, Alexander. I was like, man, kill him, fucking this poor guy. He's like not even a person anymore.
Jesus.
It was a mercy. I was trying to do a mercy killing here.
The thing is, I was so fascinated with him though.
He's very interesting.
Like how he even is in there, but like, where's everything else? It only looks like
this gigantic mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Also, the last game that I've been playing, Metal Gear Solid 4.
Guns of the Patriots.
Guns of the Patriots, and I love that game a lot. I understand that like a lot of people like, hey, it's like a little bit of gameplay and then it's another scene and then it's a little bit of gameplay and then it's another scene and then it's another scene before we even get to gameplay and then it's another scene and then there's gameplay.
Yeah, I just remember finishing that game at about midnight, but then I was still up till like 3 or so.
Yeah, just there's a whole movie.
Watching that ending cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember getting really angry. Like, I haven't been angry at Metal Gear since Metal Gear 2. I'm like, before the last boss fight, they're like, here's 2 hours of dialogue. I'm like, oh. She's like, Jack, I'm pregnant. As soon as she said that, I was like, I don't give a shit. And I just started skipping.
But I love it. It's very emotional, actually. Like, I just did the act last night where you go back to Shadow Moses. And, it was pretty emotional.
I remember people flipped their shit when I saw that video. Like, there was a video before the game came out of Snake walking through the snow and coming across Shadow Moses, and then, like, it just ended, and everybody's like, boo!
It's so
good. Going back!
Yeah, I did, what did I do? I did Act 3 and 4 yesterday, and so good. Got Act 3, got Act 5 and the epilogue left. And then my Metal Gear journey has come to a close. At least until I have enough money for, Metal Gear Rising.
No. It's out of close.
No, gotta play Metal Gear Rising.
I didn't like Metal Gear Rising.
I liked the demo.
I don't know, I just didn't like it. It pissed me off. Like, just the way the gameplay is. Like, I hated the gameplay.
It's very weird. Like, you know, with the slicing with the right stick and all that. It's kind of weird. But, otherwise, it's, I don't know. What else? Oh, no, I played God of War. That was another thing that I've been playing. I've been playing God of War, and it's, really fucking frustrating. As it always is.
You're talking about the first one?
Yes. I don't know why I keep playing these fucking games.
I love God of War.
It's like every time, like, you hear me on a podcast be like, I've been playing God of War. It's always like, I'm really fucking frustrated with it. But I keep playing, man. I wanted the trophies. But, yeah. I'm playing that. Trying to finish it so I can just get it off my hard drive. Open up some space. But, yeah, that's all I've been playing. That's all we've been playing, listeners. Now it's time to talk about what you've been playing. PlayStation Plus deals. Alan, last week, Monday, we talked a little bit about, what was coming out this week. But you said that there was a little bit more that happened in the, over the past few days. So why don't you, update us?
Yeah, listeners, as you may know, we recorded on a Monday instead of our usual day, but there were certain things that were happening that day.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a busy weekend.
Yeah, I'm not going to repeat everything verbatim, but I did take out some things that I didn't talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So, as for PlayStation Plus, we got Machinarium.
Mm-hmm.
You can get Journey for $3.75.
Good game.
You can get Skullgirls for $3.75.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's like a fighting game.
With sexy ladies.
And for $11.99, you can get Spelunky.
I keep seeing that as an ad on the PlayStation, but I don't know if I want to even think about that.
$12 seems a little steep for that.
Yeah, it looks like something that's really not worth $12.
Well, I know a lot of people that really love it. I mean, it's a roguelike, so it's infinitely replayable. But I played a little bit of it. I think I played the demo on Xbox Live or something whenever that came out back in the day, and it didn't really speak to me. I mean, I've never really been that into roguelikes, though, so...
Yeah. Well, I mean, listeners, it's there. If you're interested, $11.99, Spelunky.
Is it cross-buy?
I think so.
Yeah, it might be alright.
Might be better on Vita.
Yeah.
I would
Seems
think
more
it would be
tuned
better
for
on Vita.
Yeah.
Any notable additions and deals, Alan?
Yes.
Oh.
You can get Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn for $39.99.
Yeah.
Lost Planet 3 for $59.99.
And you can pay a subscription.
Yeah.
For $49.99, you can get Killer is Dead.
Which I heard was not very good, unfortunately. I like Grasshopper and I like Suda51, but that's something I'm gonna have to just wait on. Eventually I'll probably play it, but not for that price. So.
You can get Madden 25 for $59.99. Next up is my favorite game. Floating Cloud God Saves the Motherfucking Pilgrims in HD.
Ooh.
That's the whole title. No.
I mean, mine is the motherfucking, but...
Yeah, it's Floating Cloud God Saves the Pilgrims in HD. Exclamation point.
Yes.
And you literally are God on a cloud, and you're protecting the pilgrims, and the Satan and all that stuff, all different types of enemies are coming by, and you're shooting energy balls at them and killing them.
Oh, those energy balls.
Energy balls.
Yeah, you can get that. You can get that little gem for $3.49.
Must be worth it.
Okay, I haven't
with a name like that. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Next up is the Blood Dragon Gunslinger bundle, which we talked about.
Yeah, Blood Dragon and Call of Juarez, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I play Blood Dragon, but I have zero interest in Call of Juarez.
Yeah, I remember playing, I think, the second one? There have been 3, right?
I
think so, yeah.
Yeah, I remember playing the second one back in, 2009? And thinking, man, I don't like this.
I don't like this.
That was before I started punishing myself and playing bad games.
Oh. Shit.
Next up is a PlayStation 2 classic, Crimson C2.
Oh man.
For
you know what's better? Crimson Skies. Busterific.
Busterific.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, you can get
we
that.
were just nope.
You can get that PS2 classic for $9.99. Next up is the Little Big Planet Vita Garfield and Odie pack for $2.99.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
It's all in the name.
I gotta get me a Vita. This is the turning point.
Turning point.
Oh yeah, I have that ordered, by the way.
Oh God, Alan, stop it! Stop doing this to yourself. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I've played all the good games.
Like
what do I got? What else do I have to do?
He sounds like he just like had a like got punched in the face. He's like, oh God, ow, stop it. Why do you do this to yourself? Oh man.
I'd repeat why I do it to myself, but truth be told, that was kind of dark.
Jeez.
Yeah. Lastly is content for my favorite game, Saints Row 4.
Mm-hmm.
The Grassroots Pack, which, as you could imply from the name, gives you rural stuff.
Yes.
So, like, you can go, like, with the overalls, shooting up aliens. Comes with, like, a truck or two, some weapons. You can get that for $2.99.
Mm.
After that, the Presidential Pack.
Mm-hmm.
For the same price, which gives you presidential masks.
Mm.
As go on.
No.
I believe there was a plunger gun in the Grassroots Pack as well.
Yeah.
I think I read that somewhere.
And it does, as it says.
It does exactly what you think it does.
It plunges people
It shoots plungers.
to the depths of hell.
Jeez.
Yeah. Next up, or not next up, the Presidential Pack comes with masks of former presidents.
Yes.
Has one with, off the top of my hand, or no, off the top of my head, Obama, Washington, Lincoln.
I think Bush and Nixon are in there, right?
Yeah, I think so. Because actually, those are perfect, especially Nixon.
Of course.
And they come in with outfits that those presidents wore. So you've got the Abe Lincoln suit.
Nice.
And you could even have the old-fashioned wig.
Ooh.
Old-fashioned wig to put on your head.
All right.
That just happened.
All right.
Deal with it, Internet.
Jeez.
Dynasty Warriors 8 got some content, but who cares?
Yeah. Over across the pond, in the EU, PlayStation Plus, Assassin's Creed 3, Jack and Daxter Trilogy, Stealth Inc., a clone in the system, that's cross-buy, Urban Trial Freestyle for Vita, New Little King Story.
For Vita.
For Vita. Notable additions and deals, Dynasty Warriors 8, New Stage, and VGM Pack 2, a visualizer app. What?
Yeah, it's simply, it's what it says. When you play music and the visualizer does its thing.
Oh, I see. Like it used to do in like Windows Live Media or something?
Yeah.
Well.
Just like that.
And that's
just like you can get for free.
$3.99.
Yeah, just like you can get for free on
most computers.
And the 360.
Yeah. The Puppeteer demo, Rayman Legends, Killer is Dead, Lost Planet 3.
I want to play Puppeteer, but it's like coming out at such a weird time.
Yeah. Puppeteer's been like in talks for a long time.
They should have just put that out during the summer, because there was nothing to play during the summer, and I would have killed for like a $40, little platformer. But now it's like all the big stuff's gonna come out, and it's like I don't have time. I don't have time for
exactly.
Puppeteer,
Exactly. that's all the deals. That's what you should be playing, listeners. Now it's time to talk about this week in PlayStation. It's all the news regarding PlayStation. Alan, why don't you start us off?
Oh yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah.
With the dawn of the next generation of consoles looming, BioWare is trying to figure out how to get those player-made decisions from Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 into the next title, Inquisition.
Digital comic book.
I think that's basically what they're doing. Something along those lines.
Well,
right?
actually, they've introduced Dragon Age Keep.
Which
it's an entire new game!
It's basically 1 and 2 for you have to play it all over again.
Which it'll allow you to implement your choices made in 1 and 2, and Awakening, and so on. Pretty much every decision you made. You'll also be able to see what happens if you chose a different option, and like see how what things could have been. And the perfect example of it being the Landsmeet in Origins, where a whole bunch of things could have happened.
I wouldn't know, because I'm not a Dragon Age guy.
I like me some Dragon Age. I need to get back to it, though.
I don't like it.
Dragon Age Keep is in beta right now. Or non-beta. It's going into beta soon. I signed up.
Interesting.
And apparently my VGU email wasn't valid.
Well,
was invalid? They're like, we know those guys.
They're like, that's not real. We know those assholes.
Then I saw, oh great, I have to use Origin.
Oh
God, I hate Origin.
Yeah.
I used it once and was like, ugh.
I used it on
SimCity.
It's all
web-based and shit. It's like, out of here.
Yeah.
Next up, Sony Europe boss Jim Ryan has said that Microsoft's decision to package FIFA 14 with Xbox One is a rather odd choice. Quote, our problem, we've actually had to turn off the day one pre-orders and now we're on to day two. So why would we go out and add something? Giving away stuff on day one of a new platform launch, in my mind, it's kind of odd. End quote. Ryan later said that Sony does not need to do a similar bundle with the PlayStation 4.
Even though they did.
They did. But they didn't need to. And of all the choices, like FIFA 14?
Well, in Europe.
Yeah, in Europe, that's huge.
Yeah, that's probably much bigger in Europe, I guess.
In Europe now, people are like, well, what's funny is like people brought up the fact that you could just go buy a PS4 and FIFA and it'd be cheaper than pre-ordering an Xbox One and getting FIFA for free. So I'm not sure. I'm sure a lot of people who are going to buy an Xbox One and FIFA are freaking hyped off that. But if you like weren't sure, it doesn't really affect you at all. People are like, whatever. If they were giving Call of Duty away, that'd be huge. They're not going to do that.
PlayStation Plus, you just get Drive Club for free. That's way cooler than FIFA, I think.
That's all you're gonna play. All you're gonna be playing for a while, Matt.
That's all I'm gonna be playing for a little while because I got money to buy the PlayStation 4. I don't have money to play anything on the PlayStation 4.
You don't have to worry until February when Infamous comes out anyway.
Well, you're a Plus
really
member. You're gonna get like 3 indie games at launch too.
Yeah.
You're getting like Don't Starve.
That's the thing that I like. Watch Dogs, Infamous, and Metal Gear 5 are like the 3 games that I'm most excited for next gen at this point. And Octodad.
Yeah.
Oh man, Octodad. Nobody suspects a thing. That's what it says in the trailer.
Yeah.
Have you heard the Octodad song? It's like Octodad. Nobody suspects a thing.
We don't even know what it's about, except for it's a dad that's an octopus.
It's an octopus trying to pretend he's a human, and he's like trying to be a loving husband and a good father, and he's like trying to cook breakfast and stuff, but he's like fucking everything up.
Yeah.
Because he's moving around all fucking up.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's an awesome idea.
Sounds just like Chicken Boo from Animaniacs. You guys remember that, right?
Chicken Boo.
It was like a chicken who was pretending to be a man, and nobody noticed.
No, until like his mustache or his wig fell off or some shit.
Yeah, they're like, "Hey, you're a chicken."
You're a chicken.
He already wants it. Yeah.
I want Octodad.
Yeah. Octodad.
Alan,
Yes.
would you like to take the next story?
Yes, I will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Despite EA giving Titanfall to Microsoft as an exclusive, hopefully a timed one.
Yeah. I mean,
And when I say hopefully a timed one, I'm quoting Josh.
yes.
Yeah. So a lot of people have been wondering or suggesting that at some point Titanfall is going to be not exclusive, like it's just going to be a timed exclusive.
Yeah.
And I have to agree because
I mean, it looks
EA.
too good to like yeah, exactly. And it looks
EA.
too good to stick around on one console.
Yeah, exactly. So
Like
I
even Mass Effect ended up on PlayStation. So
Well, that's because EA bought BioWare.
yeah.
I mean, it all depends on how much money Microsoft is willing to pour into the exclusivity deal, right? Which,
Yeah.
I mean, they've got the money to pour in, and if they're smart, they'll put in enough to make sure it's exclusive, because those first few months are going to be crucial as far as, platform exclusives go.
But
It's not like they got anything else.
Yeah, but Activision did a similar thing when the 360 first launched with Call of Duty 2.
Oh yeah, and that was just on 360 at first,
Well,
right?
it eventually made its way to PC, but at the time you can only play it on 360 and PC. So hopefully history repeats itself again.
Yeah, I don't see it staying exclusive very long. I bet you, like, right when it's about to be released, they're gonna be like, hey, by the way, in like 2 or 3 months, there's gonna be a PS4 version. Like, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And if not, then later on, it'll happen, like, right when Titanfall 2 is, like, getting ready to be announced. Like 2 years down the line, they'll be like, hey, dog, here's Titanfall 1 for PS4, because I know you guys wanted it. But regardless, I'm getting the PC version. So, but I mean, if they did make a PS4 version, I would buy it there. But there's no
Trophies.
Yeah, there's no, they haven't announced it yet. We don't know if it's coming. I have a feeling it's coming, but for now, I'm getting a PC version because I'm not getting an Xbox for a long, 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 long time. So,
Yeah.
and I really want to play Titanfall because the game looks so good.
I doubt I'll ever get an Xbox because, why? I actually saw a webcomic. It's really funny where it was like portraying Microsoft execs, and they were like they don't like it. They don't like all these changes to the Xbox One. We gotta fix them. We gotta make it better. So they're like, it's like this big dust cloud. They're like trying to work it out and tweak it out. So it's like spoofing how they changed everything from the original launch plan to like what it is now. And then they draw away and they're like, I think they're gonna like this Xbox One. It's just an Xbox 360.
Oh man, I think you guys are missing a really big news story for PlayStation.
Are we?
Yeah, it's announced today at PAX. Octodad gets PS Move support.
Oh shit!
Now you gotta get a Move.
I just heard your girlfriend scream.
Yeah. I just heard you. She just did the Octodad movement.
I gotta get me a PlayStation Move. That's the turning point. After its release on August 20th and 23rd.
Hey.
What?
I only got a sentence in to my fucking news story.
Well, fucking fine.
How much more of it could there be?
I got a quote and some other stuff.
Lay it on me.
Okay. EA, they're gonna try to stay as neutral as they can in terms of favorites. Peter Moore, formerly of Xbox.
Probably online. Who's formerly of Xbox?
Or formerly of Microsoft, Peter Moore.
What about him?
he said we have relationships with both companies that go back many, many years. So I think that what you saw yesterday was just from a phasing perspective. You saw a little bit of more of the Microsoft stuff, he explained. We have a lot of partnership opportunities with Sony, with the PlayStation 4, which we've done for many, many years. That maybe we should start talking more about.
Can I go now? Is that alright?
Yeah.
Yeah.
do your tiny little story.
I'm only posting this goddamn thing.
Your tiny little story.
After its release on August 20th and 23rd in Europe, Saints Row 4 has sold more than 1 million units in a single week. Just thought I'd let you know that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's obviously popular, Josh. Maybe you don't get it.
What do you want from us, huh? Damn, that's a lot of units. We all
It's
said.
a million.
Yeah, we all said at some point.
In a week.
In a week.
That is a lot.
That's good.
I gotta pick up that game.
I really want to play it.
I heard it's a lot like Crackdown.
Yeah.
I think it like blatantly ripped off Crackdown.
Well, that's relevant to my interests.
Crackdown is cool.
Not Crackdown 2, just Crackdown 1.
I never played Crackdown 2 because I heard it sucked, but Crackdown 1 was awesome.
Believe me, I played the demo. It was not good.
He's like, and then I played the whole game after I played the demo. And believe me.
Jeez.
No. That was still back in the days when I was sane.
Those existed?
Yeah.
It was just last week.
Octodad.
Yeah.
Octodad.
Yeah.
Just call this the Octodad cast.
When on the week it comes out, it's just going to be the Octodad cast for 1 week. There.
This week it's going to be the turning point.
Yeah. I was sane until a hurricane washed all my things away. Then I became a lunatic.
Oh.
I'm not kidding.
No.
I know. We know. It's okay.
Makes us sad.
Gotta move to the Midwest. We ain't got hurricanes up here.
Yeah, I moved to California so we can all hang out.
We're just like, oh man, it's raining today.
Like, oh, it's kind of chilly.
It's kind of chilly. I better put a coat on.
Grab your hoodie.
I'll move out there if I can live on your couch for free.
You should move out here, Nate, but you're not gonna live on my couch.
I like to see that as a web series.
It's also too small.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
Yeah. You should
Well,
just.
then your bed is fine. I'll take that. I mean,
He's like, don't worry, I won't get in the way. I'll
to-
just sleep on Josh's side, so I'm not touching your girlfriend in any way.
I told
nothing but
told James
respect.
that he should try and move out here, like find a job. He was like, I don't have any resources. I'm like, that's why you look for a job here first.
My friend is actually like, you should move to the Midwest because it's really cheap out here. I was like, girl, I don't have enough money to move up the street, let alone to the Midwest.
It is really cheap to live out here, I will say. My rent, $250.
What?
Great. Yeah, that's
Dude,
right.
our rent's
It
like
is
$1,200.
Like,
Well-
I have a friend in like Kansas who's like who has like a 3-bedroom for $800 a month.
These people, fucking Nicole, Midwest, they're like, yeah, my 1-bedroom apartment's $250 a month. Yeah,
But
California's ridiculous.
there's fucking nothing out there. So
Hey,
Yeah,
there's stuff out here.
Hey,
cost of living gets adjusted.
yeah, we got a good deal. That's what sucks. Like, and it's still $1,200.
So how about them video games, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
video
games. Yeah.
About that Soul Calibur,
Yeah.
How about that Soul Calibur I'm not gonna play?
Alan.
Yeah, after the HD remake of Soul Calibur 2 was announced, people wondered what would happen to the exclusive characters that were in it. those characters being Link, Spawn, and
Hayachi.
Heihachi.
That's why I got that GameCube version, because Link's tight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Link was so OP.
It was awesome.
I think all the third, because I got it on Xbox, so I was playing with Spawn, and he was way amazing. He had like this move where he could hover in the air and then just shoot plasma at you on the ground, and you just couldn't do anything against it.
Exactly. So like all the exclusive characters were super cheap.
Yeah. Yeah. I like Soul Calibur a little bit. Not like
Soul Calibur 2 was good, and then 3 they're like, oh, it's a PlayStation exclusive, and I got all pissed off. 4 was okay.
4 was alright.
And then like 5 was just balls. It sucks.
Soul Calibur's, well, I mean, like with any fucking fighting game, it's just a way to pass the time. So.
Well, 4 wasn't balanced very well for Vader and Yoda, and especially Starkiller.
I know, right?
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I like Siegfried and
That one guy.
Raphael.
Yeah. Namco has said that Spawn and Heihachi will be available on both versions of the game.
Well, obviously they can't have Link, so.
Yeah.
That's good.
So for the first time in history, you'll be able to have Spawn versus Heihachi.
Yeah.
Finally.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Fuck the PS4. I've just been waiting for that.
My life has meaning now.
My life has meaning. Stop making video games. Over.
Amazon.
We've done all we can.
Amazon. It's been listed on Amazon that the PlayStation 4 camera will have voice recognition and facial recognition and more.
Didn't they already say that, though?
Well, I don't know.
No.
I don't think they did.
I was pretty sure that they said that.
I thought that they said that with, like, the Xbox Connect or something like that.
Well, they did. Well, yeah. But I was pretty sure that the new iToy
I don't think they
had
mentioned
that.
I don't think they mentioned that. But it's been rumored, and I think that that it actually was confirmed later, unless I'm wrong. Josh would know, that there's a new bundle containing the PS4, Killzone Shadowfall, and the camera, at the same $499 price point as the Xbox One.
That's what I'm getting.
So there's, I don't know if it's a launch day bundle, but, basically what's happening is that, there's a bundle coming out for the PS4. It costs as much as an Xbox One, so it's $499. And it comes with, the console, obviously, an extra DualShock controller, the iToy camera, or, you know what's funny is, like, it's not actually called the iToy, but that's what everybody calls it.
Mm-hmm.
Comes with the camera, and then it also comes with Killzone. And
That's a good bundle.
Yeah, it's a great bundle. If you did the math, like, you're getting, like, $100 off all that shit.
Yeah.
So, like, it's a great deal. The problem is, like, I thought about, upgrading my launch bundle, or my launch console, but I'm kind of frightened that they won't get that bundle day one, and then I'll be out my day one console. You know? So I'm like...
It's a good bundle. Like, it's a good bundle for people like you, because I don't need... like, it's not for me, because I don't like Killzone, really, and I don't need an iToy. So... But,
I need another controller also, though.
You do need another controller.
And I do want the camera, so, like,
Controllers are ridiculously expensive. Like...
Bless you. You know what I'm waiting for? What I'm hoping for is that, because Black Friday is, like, 2 weeks out, I'm hoping that, like, Amazon has like a deal where I can get a DualShock 4, like, cheaper.
It's gonna, like, controllers
thinking.
are real. Even
I don't think it is wishful thinking, because when the Wii U came out, like, Amazon had all kinds of deals on stuff.
PS3 controllers are even pretty expensive. Like, we wanted to replace my girlfriend's because her sticks, and it's still like $45 for a used one.
Yeah, they're expensive.
They're ridiculous.
What's
they
the
got way more
MSRP
expensive
on?
as time went on, but that's because back when we were rocking GameCubes and PS2s, like the controllers were all wired, and they're cheaper that way. But then when we went to this generation, one of the big things, like, people always forget is that, wireless controllers were, like, a big deal. So, that became
I really
a thing.
want those,
they're more expensive.
You know what I really want are those things that Jay has that you can just, like, set your controller on and they charge.
Oh my god, yes. I want those too. Those are
really
awesome.
And then I don't have to, like, sit all the way, like...
in front of your TV.
In front of your TV.
Well, I mean, now, the PS4, I'm pretty sure the Xbox One does this also, but if you plug in the controller while the console's off, it will still charge.
Which is good.
Yeah, it's not like the PS3 now where you have to have the console on.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Anyway, Alan. How about that next story?
Yeah, that next story.
That next story.
Well, after being revived by Criterion for a while, it appears that the Need for Speed franchise finally has a new home. At EA's Ghost Studio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Marcus Nilsson, who's the head of said studio, said the following on the matter. It cannot go from black to white between Black Box and Criterion, and that's why we're now thinking about the brand as Ghost owns it. This is personally, in my opinion, this is great because game series, or more importantly a popular one such as Need for Speed, needs to have consistency rather than just being bounced from one div to the next like it's a ping pong game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, somebody's playing Need for Speed. They're like releasing those games every year.
They love Need for Speed. And I've seen gameplay and whatnot. I could see why people like Need for Speed, but like, you know, for you and me, Josh, like we're not that big into racing games. Like we like Split Second, but that was pretty much it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Split Second and Burnout. I'm glad it fell this way because I really wanted to do this story, and I know that you gotta go soon, Josh. But I want to make sure that I get your opinion on this.
Oh.
Yeah. Former Marvel Studios head Avi Arad, did I say that right?
Yeah.
Has turned his eye from comics to games after bringing X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Blade to the big screen. He now wants to bring several video games to the screen as well. These include Mass Effect, Uncharted, and Metal Gear Solid.
Mass Effect, I already know they wanted to make a movie, so that doesn't really surprise me. Metal Gear Solid, I think people have talked about it before, but who in their right mind would go watch that? I mean, there already are Metal Gear Solid movies. They're called the games.
Yeah.
So I don't know why.
Yeah. And I mean, like people like make. I've seen on somewhere there's a fan-made Metal Gear Solid movie, but I'd watch a Metal Gear Solid movie. It would lose all of its magic because it doesn't have all the Easter eggs. Like let me move your controller.
Yeah, like half the fun of the Metal Gear games at all is like the
playing them.
Yeah, just like playing them and having the little weird kooky things happen.
Yeah, I'd still watch it because I love Metal Gear Solid, but I read this story on another website. I saw it, and what disturbed me was when he mentions Uncharted. He says, Uncharted's a real father-son kind of game. And I was like...
No, it's not.
It ain't. Now, I wonder if he meant, like, it's the kind of game that you want to play with your kid, or you want to play for your kid, or, something like that. It's kind of like that Indiana Jones. It's, like, really, like, you want to watch that with your kid and just, like, be like, isn't that fucking awesome? Maybe he meant that, but all I could
say
think
that
of...
to your, like, 1-year-old. Isn't this fucking awesome?
Exactly. I'm going to say that.
Kid's like, I don't understand words.
But all I could think of when he said that was Mark Wahlberg and Sully is his dad or his uncle or some bullshit, which was like the big controversy for the Uncharted movie like a couple of years ago, I think.
Yeah, when David L. Russell had it.
Was like, yeah, let's make Sully his dad. I was like, no, he's not his dad though. That's all wrong.
Yeah, that is completely wrong. He's not his dad.
He's just some guy.
In no way, shape, or form is he his father in any way. No, stop it.
He did not fuck Mrs. Drake.
Damn.
But as far as Mass Effect, I don't know how you do. I mean, I don't think you could do a Shepard movie. Like, you can. Like, that series is all about choice. Except, I mean, you guys would fucking...
Well, I don't think they would do
whine about the ending, that it's not about choice, but...
I don't think they would do an ending.
Yeah, I think they'd have to do, like, something in the...
Well, I don't think they would do Shepard, I mean. That's what I'm trying to say. They wouldn't do a movie about Shepard. They'd be like, that's done.
Like,
we already did that.
Yeah, it's like, you can't do a Shepard movie because it was just gonna... You can't pick the Destiny for Shepard. And make it like, oh, this is the canon that we decided to go with. Like, that just nullifies everything.
Everyone picked this one, so we're going to do this one. That makes people...
That just nullifies the point of,
you're like, ugh.
Games.
Ugh.
The movie should be about, like, the first contact stuff, when humans first discover the Mass Effect relay out on the edge of the solar system. The plot could revolve around, like, humankind's integration into the Citadel and stuff.
Or the Turian War.
Yeah.
Or the beginnings of the Genophage.
Or a movie just about the Elcor.
I want to see that movie. I want to see that buddy cop movie that's advertised in Mass Effect 3 with a Hanar and an Elcor.
I forgot about that
movie.
It's like this big ass billboard in the Citadel in Mass Effect 3. You pass by and you're like, I'd watch that.
I'd watch that.
If that was like a real movie, I'd be like, I gotta fucking see how this turns out. I'll give you my $10. Anyway,
shut up and take my money.
I wanted to see how you guys felt about that, and honestly, Nate, you've got some great ideas. They should fucking hire you to make the Mass Effect movie.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
He's like, I've been saying this for years.
It's like, finally, someone
appreciates my greatness.
Yeah. Greatness awaits if people would just listen.
Anyway. Alan, if you wanted to take this next story, this very strange story that I'm reading.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sony has announced that VGU will be coming to the Vita.
What is with indie people and making the weirdest titles like that game that's just like, all those A's? I want to make a game that's just 6 V's.
Yeah, but that's it. That's all I know about V6. It's coming to the Vita. That's it.
That's all. After being taken out of context, Peter Moore of EA clarified his statement of EA not shipping offline games. He clarified and said that EA won't release a game that will require a constant internet connection, specifically saying that the games will be able to be played when not connected.
Well, so then they must have learned something from SimCity.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking good job.
He's like, I learned something from SimCity!
You're the only person that's ever said that.
Yeah, for real.
And if we can cram this in before Josh has to go, so that we can get his opinion on the September PS Plus list, go for it, Alan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the September PlayStation Plus list has been announced and is hit or miss, in my opinion.
I almost read Alan's opinion.
I was close to.
In Alan's opinion.
Alright.
It contains Galaga Legions DX, GTA Liberty City Stories.
Okay. Already have it.
Ico.
I gotta try it. It's for free.
Resident Evil Chronicles HD Collection.
Which already fucking have it.
I'll download it, but I don't know.
I don't even know what the hell it is.
It's the
not the shooter one, like the
rail shooters from the Wii
one.
Yeah, it's the rail shooters from the Wii.
Yeah. Yeah, if I had a move, I would probably play that, but I don't.
I play it with a controller.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
And lastly, Rayman Origins
For Vita.
for Vita.
Woo! No multiplayer.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I actually played that game on Vita. It was, I think, the first game I really got for Vita, and I didn't platinum it because there were some stupid trophies where you have to, like, find things that are in the environment and touch the screen to, like, collect them, and, just nah. But the rest of it was great. That game was made to be single player, I think. I mean, when you play multiplayer, you're constantly getting smacked around by people, and you just don't want to have any friends after that.
I played one level with my girlfriend, and she, like, smacked me, and then I just fucking smacked her back. I was like, see what you get? And she was like, Jesus. But, not in real life, obviously. Rayman smacked her. I don't condone violence. Rayman does.
Rayman does.
Obviously,
Oh,
this is kind of a meager week, or a meager month for me because I already have most of these. I'll only be getting Ico and Galaga. So,
yeah, Ico and Galaga. I'll be probably
I'm
downloading.
pretty sure it's Eco. I'm just saying.
But
nobody
Ico is
fucking knows.
ECO. Ico.
Nobody knows, alright? Because there's no
It's Ico.
dialogue in
I've heard
the
it
game.
say Ico like tons of times. But either way, like,
But
just gonna play.
Japanese pronunciation conventions follow the same model of pretty much all vowels are going to have the same sound. So A, E, O, U for A, E, I, O, and U. So I is always E. So it'd be Eco, right? I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Just keep going. Keep going. It doesn't matter. Irrelevant.
Yeah. We have one more story. One last story. But it's not the least story. Last but not least. The new mode for The Last of Us has been announced, and it is called Interrogation Mode, and it comes free of charge with the game's latest update. This mode will have you interrogating fallen enemies via a special execution, and once that is done, you must crack the enemy safe. But these special executions are longer and leave you more vulnerable to attack. How do you guys feel about that?
I think it sounds awesome.
I think it sounds awesome, too.
It's also free, so it's like you can't really complain.
Pretty fucking...
I can complain because I still haven't fucking played the multiplayer because none of you are online to play it with me.
Alan, why don't you just ask us?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I'll play with you.
Yeah, like, we all need to get playing on it, because for, like, a month we played it nonstop, and then we stopped, and I want to get back on it, because it's super fun.
We might as well get back on it now before that GTA Online kicks in, because once that happens, we're all up in that.
Yep. What I'm wondering with the special interrogations is, like, if I see one of my buddies getting interrogated, can I just, like, pop him in the head to make sure that the enemy doesn't succeed in interrogating him?
You could also kill the enemy.
Yeah.
Well, there's that.
I mean,
yeah, but you're supposed to get into it safe in this mode.
He's like, if you want to, save your friend, sure, but what if I don't give a fuck about that guy?
Oh yeah, there's something else they also fixed. When you do special executions, I'm assuming it's like the way it is in like the first Gears of War, or whatever, where you're like invulnerable to attack.
Yeah.
No longer.
Yeah, no, you're able to be attacked and whatnot during regular play. Not just interrogation, like you're vulnerable in like Supply Raid or Survivors.
Maybe it was like, because I know that sometimes there were like some special executions.
They've also tried
the ones
to,
where you like shoot them instead of like just beat them to death.
Yeah.
Maybe he's talking about those.
They've also like spread out the item boxes, and they're not given so much, so it kind of evens it out a little bit, I guess.
Well, I know that the item boxes are, the way it works is, like, if you happen to, so let's say if you're losing like 2 rounds to 0, like you're going to get more items than the other team is because they're trying to.
And that's fair. That's balance. That's fair.
Yeah.
It's like give them a chance. Anyway, that's all the news stories this week. Do we have a topic of the week? Is that what our topic is?
It can be changed if you want.
Do you have any ideas? Because that's a pretty like generic thing.
Come on, Matt. Admit it. We are generic.
No.
Anything but.
This is a good show. This is a very good show. We had
An
Nate on here.
exceptional show.
We had Josh on here, laughing our dicks off.
All of them.
All of them.
All of our dicks.
So.
All gone.
I mean, we've already talked, as far as, like, topics of the week go, like, we've talked about games as movies. I don't know. I mean, my girlfriend did actually, like, supply us with a question of the week, though. If you want to jump ahead.
Okay, no topic of the week this week.
No topic of the week, because it's kind of a slow week. Plus, you know, we just did a show, like, a few days ago.
And we told...
PAX is going on, like, right now.
Yeah, so...
So, like, we'll have a big topic of the week, like, next week when we're talking about PAX. My girlfriend asked, she was like, how much further can gaming go? Like, you know, you see these trailers for, like, Metal Gear Solid 5, and it looks pretty fucking lifelike, and you're just like...
It can go even further.
How much farther can it go?
Tell her that I asked the same question when, like, the GameCube was out. Because I used to say, like, I don't see how graphics can get any better. And now when you look at GameCube games, you're like, ugh. Now, it's like, now look at it.
That way, if it's like a certain style, like Wind Waker. But, you know, if it's trying to be lifelike, then, yeah.
And maybe graphics can't go that much further, but like artificial intelligence can definitely get a lot better in games.
I think graphics can get even better. I just think you can't imagine how good they're going to be. Like if you'd have shown us the PS4 graphics like 10 years ago, we wouldn't have believed that
was
graphics could get that good. Like you couldn't even imagine graphics that good. So just like try to wrap your head around that idea. Like graphics are just going to get better and better and better and better.
It's hard to imagine that though. Like, I mean, just like you said, like if we'd seen it 10 years ago, we'd be like, "What? You're out of your fucking mind." But like, I mean, you watch like these Metal Gear Solid 5 trailers, and you're just like, "Man, that is like the most lifelike I've ever seen Snake." And
yeah, but it doesn't mean it can't get more lifelike
in Metal Gear Solid 4 as well.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, it's only going to get more lifelike.
Yeah. It's very hard to believe, but I mean, somehow they're going to wow us.
Yeah. Believe it.
How many more console generations do you think there will be before they're like, I don't know how much farther we can take this?
This is probably the last console generation.
I think there will be one more from Microsoft and Sony after this one, and there's probably going to be like 5 more from Nintendo.
Because they're always behind the curve trying to get it right.
Well, because in the next 10 years, everything's going to be digital. It's all going to be like cloud-based anyway. So possibly after like 10 years from now, we could see like the last and final one. But a lot of people think this is it. Like this is the last generation that we'll ever see.
It's going to be interesting. And we got like I said earlier, we got this whole Oculus Rift thing going on. So that's kind of interesting. I saw a guy. We were at a party, and this guy had the Oculus Rift, and I didn't actually like wear it, but I saw the screen, and you know, there's like these two little separate things for like both eyes. It was really interesting. It'd probably be more interesting if it fucking wore it, but imagine how if they perfected, because like this is just like pretty much you're on rails, and you're just like walking across a bridge in like fucking Fable or some shit, like, imagine if they perfect that and like, I did see a GIF once of someone, like, playing a shooter with an Oculus Rift on it. Like, they were strapped in on this harness so they could run, and their character would move and run, and they were
talking about that treadmill thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, they developed that, they cost like $3,000 or something like that.
I mean,
and, they're crazy. Like they got kickstarted. There's not that many out there, but the idea is like you use that and have an Oculus Rift, and you run on the treadmill, and you can run like in any direction.
Do you think there will be a day where that kind of technology is affordable for people like us?
Yeah, stuff only gonna get cheaper, dude. I bet you in the next 5 years,
It's,
like everybody's gonna.
When we all live on the Enterprise.
Not everybody, but they're gonna get way cheaper. Like you get one for $500 now, and that's cheap to me for like something that's so space age. Like if you've never seen a 3D printer work, go look it up on YouTube. It's insane. It's gonna blow your mind.
I've heard about 3D printers.
They're amazing.
They're intriguing.
They're amazing. And yeah, I mean, I kind of lost track of what I was gonna say.
You're talking about the Oculus Rift and like.
Yeah, I mean, same thing with Oculus Rift. They're like $300. You know, they're really expensive, but they're only gonna get cheaper. You know.
Yeah.
And then stuff like that and that treadmill will only get cheaper. 3D printers are only gonna get cheaper. You know, because they're kind of like on the cutting edge at this point. Well, I'm sure like there's shit we don't even know about that's on the cutting edge, but for us in the public, this is like cutting edge technology. And it's getting to the point where it's going to be like consumer ready, and people are going to just, you know, be able to just go to like Target and get it. Be like, well, my 3D printer broke. I better go get a new one at Target. You know, it's like.
Do you guys think that there's going to be a day where like you see it in those sci-fi movies where we're going to have like a Tron kind of situation, or like we're going to be like dressed up in like these motion capture suits or virtual reality suits, and just like drop in?
They'll put like a Oculus Rift on your head, and then they'll just like inject you with heroin or something. You're like, oh! You're like, the greatest game of all time.
They're gonna start building an Animus.
Oh man. You know what? I would play the virtual reality thing, but the problem is it'd be like Avatar. Like people, like gaming addiction would hit a whole new level because they'd be like, why would I want to exist?
Involving heroin, then
I can be like that.
Why would heroin.
Why would I want to
go outside and go to this crappy job and like deal with all these stupid assholes when I could be like killing dragons? You know what I mean?
I could be in the next Uncharted or Infamous. You know?
Yeah. Then that's kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
The economy crumbles because of Oculus Rift.
It's gaming.
I eat the ambulance.
That was a good game. I gotta give him credit. Like that was actually a pretty good game. Gaming is a huge, intriguing world. It's only getting better. It's getting more interesting.
That's right.
Actually, I guess we're going to kind of wrap it up. But that brings us to last week's question. Last week's question was, are you going to buy a PS4 at launch?
Yes.
Obviously, yes. PS4 pre-orders are closed right now, so I don't have the money to lay. I have the money to lay down, but I can't lay it down yet. So I'm waiting. For now, we'll see if it opens up before then. It probably will. Alan, I believe you are. We talked about that last week.
Yeah, Alan's getting both. He's hardcore.
Nate, are you getting a PlayStation 4 at launch?
I'm waiting till February for Infamous, truthfully. But that's not that long of a wait. 4 months, whatever.
Nah. It's only 3 months.
The only thing,
and to be honest, there's not really much coming out between that. Like, I mean, there's a lot of indie stuff coming out for PS4 and all that, but like after November, nothing's really coming out in December.
All I want to play is Watch Dogs and Octodad.
Watch Dogs and Octodad.
And honestly, I'm just scared I'll have to review the PS4.
Why?
Because I've never done a console review.
It's easy. You just say like what you like about it and what you don't. It's like reviewing a game. You have to test all the features though.
Yeah.
Okay. Con. I don't like the way it looks. Doesn't look right.
Italics.
You know they'll make one later and it'll be all like tiny.
Yeah.
Like this is the PS4 and it's like a microchip. And they're like, we take this really long Slim stick and we just shove it into the back of your skull. You're like, shut up and take my money.
No, I'm actually kind of tempted to have this episode be titled "Shut Up and Take My Money" because it's being said so much.
So for this week's question, where do you see gaming in 10 years? That's what we're going to ask you guys.
In your brain.
In your brain. Is it gonna be all virtual? Is it gonna be all digital? Is it gonna kind of?
It'll definitely be all digital.
Is it gonna basically be the same? We'll see. Give us your answers. Let us know what you feel. I think that's about going to wrap us up this week. So, thank you for listening to VGU.TV's PlayStation podcast, The DualShock Show. Rate and subscribe to our iTunes under DualShock Show. 5 stars, maybe even leave us a review. Please visit our website, VGU.TV. Find us on Facebook or tweet at us at VGU.TV. You can also find us on YouTube at youtube.com/VGU.TV official, where you can also find this podcast in static video format. DualShock also has a Facebook and Twitter. You can find us at DualShock Show for both. That's all one word, DualShock Show. Or, if you want to tweet at us individually, Alan is at the Alanmuir. That's TheAllanMuir. I am at Mattman07. That's with two T's in case you were wondering. Nate is at NGamer. Josh is at PackPunk. That's PACPUNK. And Tom, he's not here, but if you have any hate mail, direct it to him at Gaming Audio. This is also a PlayStation show, so if you want to play on PSN with us, Alan is That Jew Boy. That's all one word. That Jew Boy, BOI. I am Mattman310. Josh is PackPunk. And yes. Nate is XWonko. That's XWONKO. Also, Tom is Pie Guy. Pie_guy. Pie Guy, the guy with the pie. Thank you again for listening to DualShock, and we'll see you next time. Never stop playing.
I want to get drunk.
All right.